Hi everyone, welcome to this channel, welcome to this space. My name is Melody and I created this introduction video to first share what I'm going to do and why I actually repurposed this channel. It is something that has been going on for quite a while already, but this week, I think it was the day before yesterday, I really got a very clear confirmation, so-called green light, so to say, to repurpose my channel. And first of all, I wanted to tell you guys that English is not my birth language. Yeah, I did choose to do it all in English because I was inspired to do that, and I have been communicating in English for quite a while already, business-wise as well, of which I will tell more later. But sometimes there are moments that I just don't speak that fluent, and then you know why. My purpose is international though, and that is why I eventually chose to create the videos in English. As you see, there are quite some flies hanging around here, and I put on some incense, which helped a bit to keep them away. But yeah, they're very, they have their own will, so to say, and maybe they just want to have attention. They also want to be on camera, I guess. They want their minute of fame or whatever. I don't want to let myself be bothered about it too much, otherwise I just can't do anything. So I just leave it at that, and if the smoke of the incense doesn't work, then yeah, I'll have to do it with what we have, right? So then you also know that it's not that something is burning if you see some smoke coming around. It's just that I have put this on, and again, it worked for a while, but yeah, they're quite stubborn. Okay, so back to what I use this channel for, what the purpose of this channel is, and why I got this very strong confirmation to repurpose it. So many years ago, I just signed up and created this channel to, watch some videos, of course, and I also did something with music, so I recorded audios on which I was singing, and then I uploaded them here as well, and just audio with a picture, and then I put that online as well. But after a while, it didn't resonate with me anymore, so also many years ago already I removed them all again. And then for a very long time I didn't upload any video, and I just used the channel for my personal private purpose and just watched videos, etc., and that was it. In the meantime, I had already started my holistic business. Around 2015, I started to actively do that with my holistic practice. And I'm not going to elaborate too much on that, because you can also find something about it all on my other channels. But yeah, so I started other channels business-wise, and a while ago, there was someone that had this challenge and asked the group in this meeting to record a video and publish it or live or pre-recorded, which I did on Facebook, and then I started to pick that up weekly. So I recorded these videos on Facebook Live, and later when the videos had to be removed because of changes in their policy, because there was too much data that they had to remove, so they wanted to save space, and for everyone worldwide meant that they were going to remove the live videos. They properly warned way before, so you could, download your videos and use them for other purposes or somewhere else. That's when I put the videos on my personal YouTube channel, actually. So that was also already a couple of years ago, and so I just put them online and thought, yeah, maybe I can do something with that later, more actively and seriously. So yeah, throughout the years, a lot of other things drew my attention and had priority. And again, after such a long time, and this has been actually been around for quite a long time already, but more and more, step by step, gradually more clarity came in how I could actually more utilize my skills in a way that that is more direct, and people can get to know me a bit more again, actually, because when I was younger I was also more, I have a background in performance art design for a big part, and then later I got into the wellness branch due to circumstances, and to keep it a bit short, then everything came together in this, what I call in professional terms, my master plan. Again, about that I'm not going to elaborate too much, but it's all about holistic well-being, bringing people who I call creative healers to their own core, to connect them with their own knowing, their own intuition, their own self, their own essence, their own being, and so that they can come from there and through that live their lives and build their business, create their legacy, whatever it is for any individual. It is all different, of course, but that's what we actually facilitate in. And in that, eventually, what happened a lot is that my skills, I'm just going to say it, what people call, how shall I call it? Mediumatic skills. So what people call clairvoyance, clairsentience, conscience, clair knowing, Claire, whatever. Yeah, it's just that you see very clearly, indeed, you hear very clearly, clairaudience, etc. We all have that, but for some people, they developed it more, or naturally born. It's just on. Then for me, I can really say that, but you know, throughout life, a lot of people, actually almost all of us, have been not per se by our parents or our family, and I'll definitely say more about that, because that is actually the second part of my purpose that I want to speak about. But it is all being suppressed. So you shouldn't be who you are. You should be something else, and you should keep yourself small. You should dim your light. You should actually, yeah. It's actually what I would call character murder. And it happens a lot, and I have no judgment about it, because it's a generational thing. It is something that has been happening for many decades, for many centuries, actually, for ages. And I'm going to explain more about that. So it has been always naturally in me, and I actually just lived who I was. But more and more, especially lately, I realized how much I had dimmed myself to not, how shall I call it? To not come over too strong for people, because they couldn't handle it. And it's not only people, but what people call the system. You should behave a certain way, otherwise people have anything to say about you, which is fine by itself. I don't really care what other people think about me, because I know that I'm coming from pure intentions, and from a good place, and I always mean well with people. So that isn't the case, but when people have their judgments, they also act on it, right? And as I said before, not only people, but entire systems. So you should, in some way, if you want to be able to live your life, then you have to adjust, and you have to be not so, express yourself not too strongly, because it's considered inappropriate. I will call it that. Okay, what I realized this week is that actually, as a child, I really loved to play the game Memory, with these little cards, and then you put them upside down. Then you have to see, for the people that don't know what it is, then you have two cards the same, you two pairs, and you have many pairs then, and you just switch the cards, and then you put them down again with the picture upside down, and then you have to find the pairs, and with your memory find all these pairs again, and who has the most of pairs has won, or Now you can also do it on yourself, by yourself. You don't have to do it as a competition, of course. But I really, really love this game, and that's what I have been remembering actually throughout my life. But it only dawned upon me recently that what I have been doing later. Some years ago, I started to call myself an energetic interpreter, because that is actually what I do. I interpret what a lot of people don't understand, or what they can't interpret for themselves. And I just do that by, just the way I'm talking right now, and just without anything. And I must say, I've said it before to explain it. When we're speaking about energy, what some people call spirituality, I don't use that word too much, because I think it's too much used in a way that doesn't resonate with me. But the way I experience energy is the way I, for example, read a book or something. So it's very obvious for me. So like I'm speaking to you guys, that's actually, or if I'm reading a book, it's that real for me. So it's very obvious to me, and it has been for a very long time. But I didn't realize it. I'm sorry, my camera stopped recording all the time, and I thought it was a storage thing, but it isn't. I'm just going to continue, and we make the best out of it. But yeah, to me it was so obvious that I actually didn't realize that other people weren't able to go about this energy communicating, or interpreting energy the way I did. And I realized that more and more in interaction with people, clients as well as personal, friends, family, whatever. I got a lot of feedback that people were kind of flabbergasted that I was saying things that they were really like, you couldn't have known that, but I wasn't aware of that. I was saying something that I shouldn't know. And it's not in a bad way, of course. It was just that it was on the contrary, that they felt so seen and heard and acknowledged, right? So it really helped them out. So I really thought I should do something with it. And in my practice, people were saying, I feel that you're doing more than just massaging. I feel the energy flowing, etc. So while I didn't do that on purpose, but because of a lot of feedback of people around me, I started to realize more and more, okay, so I'm going to do something actively with this, but how am I going to do that in a way that I really enjoy as well, and that is the best way for me to do it, because then it's really authentic and it flows, etc. So energetic interpreter, I call myself. It's also quite funny, because when I was younger I wanted to study languages, which eventually I haven't done, because life goes a certain way, and you have your own life path, and it goes from here to there, but it all made sense eventually. But I still do a lot with languages eventually as well, and with a lot that I've done in my life. So that's how I came on the term of energetic interpreter. Okay, so what was also a thing is that in my work I do a lot of what I call intergenerational trauma healing. As I said before, a lot is imposed upon us from generation to generation, from generation upon generation. And it's a real thing that a lot of people don't realize, but it's it plays a very big role in our overall health, in our overall well-being, physically, emotionally, mentally, what people call spiritually, in all ways. So that is also a major important part of what I do. I dive deeper into, the issues that are intergenerational. So that's these are the two themes that are actually quite essential in what I do. Okay. In what I do. So energetic interpreter is what I call myself, and intergenerational trauma healing. So back to the game memory, as I was speaking about. All of a sudden I realized that because a lot of the time when I also want to have more clarity or just confirmation on a question that I have or an issue that is there, and I want reassurance, I draw cards, angel cards or whatever, or animal cards or whatever, but cards that people do readings with, and then I get a very clear confirmation about what I have actually already received and what I actually already knew intuitively. But the cards are apparently a way for me to really get confirmation and a lot of clarity through the images visually, and the text, the lines on it. So yeah, again, language, of course. So I found out that is really my way, my unique working way for me to go about that. And I have been doing readings for people with the cards. I'm not telling people about their future or something, or things they should do. It's only to create more insight for them. And then people also experience a lot of confirmation, also of things that they actually intuitively already knew, but it's really a way, a medium. It facilitates to just get reassurance about what you actually already know, and it's very, very helpful. And I really experienced that at some point I thought like I should really do more with it, and so I did, and I got inspired by I didn't actually know that people were doing card readings online, and I recently bumped into channels of others that I will also mention below, because I really want to thank them for inspiring me to take this next step, because what they were saying was so accurate and actually so much of a confirmation of what I also got through, and the messages were exactly the same, and it was so spot on, so very clear, that it really helped me, with just go do this, you already know it. And it was just a confirmation that I got myself as well, and through them as well. And I really liked what they did, so it was really fun. It is really fun for me to do. So I thought like, yeah, okay, so this is actually the way that I want to do it, because this is really what resonates with me, what is very my own unique way of doing this. And I'm not only going to do card readings, I'm just going to continue with my videos on topics that that people can send in as well if they want. And I'm just going to create a mixture of this, and just, yeah, it will evolve by itself. But this is my unique way of doing this. And I also, a couple of months ago, have written an ebook, which is now only in Dutch, but I will also translate it to English. I put my first hand on it to translate it to English as well, so then you can read that as well. So also the Dutch can already read it. And yeah, later everyone who speaks and understands English can read it as well. And I will share that with you guys as well later. So, as I said before, English is not my main language. So when I'm doing card readings, for example, or other videos, it could be that I don't find the words, but I will always, then go a bit around and just, tell it in a way that the message does come through. But if I can't find some vocabulary, or I don't know the word in English, then I will use the words, the vocabulary, and what I do know to find my way. And I also have that in Dutch, in my own language sometimes. Yeah. It's quite regularly, actually, at moments, that I can't find the words, and then it just happens. Everyone has that, right? But we'll manage, and you don't have to worry about that. So the message will come through, and I will just, do it in a way that it will always be accurate, and you will get what you need. I always attune myself on the highest, purest, non-harming, whatever you want to call it, frequencies, which makes sure that we can always trust that whatever you need to get as a message, you will receive. And also never, just blindly follow what everyone is saying. Also, what I am saying, don't ever follow someone, and me including, blindly. You always have to think for yourself. You always have to fine-tune it. You always have to, consult your own inner knowing. And when that is needed, other people as well. But you have to use your own consideration, and you also have the responsibility for that. And I don't mean that in a heavy way. It is a good thing that you can decide for yourself, and you can make your own choices in life, and then no one has ever forced you or steered you into something that you actually don't feel that good about. Okay. With my business, I do coaching, consultancy, therapy, whatever you want to call it. Online curriculum I'm busy with, and I also sell well-being supportive products. I will also do that on this channel, so you already know that. You can find the referral links in the bio as well. And you can, of course, also book sessions, single sessions or trajectories with me, with us. And yeah, you will find more about that in the bio as well, and I will speak about that later in my videos as well, of course. Okay, so yeah, again, thank you for coming here. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, because that will definitely help grow this channel, and that other people can find the information that they need and want to see as well. And And what I always say, I always let everything, everything I do is divinely guided. That's what I call it. And I also always speak about divine timing, and that's what it is actually. It has been years that I haven't done anything actively on this channel, but eventually, when all the parameters come together, when all the um, when all the needed circumstances come together, then yeah, something happens because it's the right time, divine timing. And divinely led, I really know that everyone will actually eventually find the right information they need on the right time, for the right reasons, for the right purposes. So I would say just trust in that, um, like I do, and take action on it. And yeah, hope to see you later, and that we can create a wonderful channel here together. Okay, thank you again for attending, and see you later. Bye.